Good day everyone, I am Mani Jane and Villamore, and today I will discuss the different types of infections and the characteristics of the causative organisms of those gastrointestinal tract infections. Liver. Inflammation of the liver is termed as hepatitis. Hepatitis can be caused by varied organisms such as bacteria, viruses, and parasites. The most important cause of hepatitis are the hepatitis viruses, such as the cytomegalovirus, Epstein-Barr virus, herpes simplex virus, and the Rubella virus. Enteroviruses, dengue virus, and the yellow fever virus are associated with sporadic hepatitis. The clinical findings of hepatitis are virtually the same, regardless of which hepatitis virus is the cause. Typical signs and symptoms include fever, anorexia, nausea, vomiting, and jaundice. Dark urine and pale feces are also observed. Most cases resolve spontaneously in 2 to 4 weeks. This discussion on the liver inflammations termed as the hepatitis provides insights into diverse causes of these conditions, including bacteria, viruses, and parasites. The focus on hepatitis viruses such as the hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E highlights the importance of understanding the distinct characteristics of each virus in causing liver inflammation. Now let's move on to the different types of gastrointestinal tract infections. So first, we do have here the hepatitis A virus or the HAV. HAV causes infection hepatitis. There is only one serotype of hepatitis A virus. It is transmitted mainly by the fecal-oral route. Sexual transmission is also possible but rare. The virus appears in the feces 2 weeks before the appearance of symptoms. Children are the most frequently infected, and outbreaks may also occur. The common source of outbreaks arise from water and food contaminated with feces. HAV has a short incubation period from 3 to 4 weeks, and most patients with HAV infections are asymptomatic, meaning they don't have any symptoms. Meanwhile, fulminating infections may occur in a small number of patients. No chronic hepatitis or chronic carrier state occurs. There is no predisposition to hepatocellular carcinoma or the cancer of the liver. In the HAV virus, diagnosis is confirmed by detection of antibodies directed against the virus. An increase in anti-HAV IgM antibody signifies active infections, while the presence of anti-HAV IgG antibody suggests previous infection. The next one is the hepatitis B virus or the HBV. HBV causes serum hepatitis. It is the only DNA virus among the hepatitis viruses. The 3 main modes of transmissions are through blood, during sexual intercourse, and from mother to newborn during birth or breastfeeding. The most efficient method of transmitting the virus is through injection into the bloodstream. This virus is commonly found worldwide. Majority of patients are asymptomatic. Meanwhile, this diagnosis can be confirmed by means of serology. Treatment is mainly supportive, although interferon alpha can also be used for the treatment of chronic infections. Then, the prevention involves the use of either the vaccine or hyperimmunoglobulin or both. All blood or transfusions should be screened for HBV or the hepatitis B virus. Next is the hepatitis C virus or HCV. HCV causes Parenteral hepatitis. It is the predominant cause of non-A, non-B, or NA-NB hepatitis, and worldwide of the most common cause of post-transfusion hepatitis among for drug abusers. Humans are the reservoir for the virus and is transmitted primarily via blood. At present, injection drug use accounts for almost all new HCV infections. Sexual transmissions and transmissions from mother to child may also occur. In addition, HCV has been found to occur as a co-infection with HIV. Approximately 90% of patients of HIV infections were also positive for HCV RNA. HCV primarily infects hepatocytes and remains inside the hepatocyte throughout. As a result, chronic and persistent hepatitis is the hallmark of infection. It resembles HBV as far as the ensuring chronic liver disease, cirrhosis, and the predisposition to hepatocellular carcinoma are concerned. Alcoholism also greatly enhances the development of hepatocellular carcinoma in HCV-infected individuals. Diagnosis is confirmed by detecting antibodies to HCV, a combination of interferon alpha and ribavirin of treatment of choice for chronic hepatitis. Preventive measures include proper screening of blood products prior to transfusion and reducing or completely avoiding consumption of alcoholic beverages also reduces the risks of developing hepatocellular carcinoma and cirrhosis by hepatitis C virus or HCV. Next to hepatitis C virus is the hepatitis D virus or HDV or Delta virus, commonly known as the Delta virus. HDV causes Delta hepatitis. It is an unusual virus in that it is considered as a defective virus, for it cannot control on its own and can only do so in cells that also infected with HBV or the hepatitis B virus. As such, it is considered as a viral parasite. It uses the surface antigen of HBV as its envelope. It is therefore transmitted by the same means as HBV. HDV or the hepatitis D virus can occur as a co-infection and superinfection. In co-infection, the patient is infected with both HDV and HBV at the same time. In a superinfection, a person previously infected with HBV, which is the carrier, becomes infected with HDV or the Delta virus. Acute hepatitis resulting from a co-infection is more severe than those infected with HBV alone. Hepatitis in chronic carriers of HBV who became superinfected with HDV is more severe with greater incidence of fulminating hepatitis, chronic hepatitis, and liver failure. Diagnosis rests on detection of either delta antigen or antibody to delta antigen in the patient's serum. Administration of alpha interferon may minimize some of the effects of chronic hepatitis. However, it does not eradicate the chronic carrier state. Vaccinations for hepatitis B may prevent the occurrence of delta infections because HDV cannot replicate unless HBV infections also occur. Lastly, and the different types of infection is the hepatitis E virus or HEV. HEV is the major cause of enteric hepatitis, meaning it is transmitted purely through fecal-oral route. Clinical manifestations are similar to hepatitis A, with the exceptions of high mortality rate in pregnant women. There is no chronic hepatitis or a prolonged carrier state. Diagnosis is made by excluding HIV and other causes. Then, there's no antiviral drug or vaccine available to prevent the said infections or the hepatitis E virus.